What's up, family? It's Marion. Hey, on this bottom bunk, putting in some work tonight, to get the arrow, number two done. This is my second arrow. If you notice, all of the fletching is all of the feathers are pointed the same way on the same side, and it's got a nice little helical. I want to show you how I did that. I basically decided instead of trying to put on YouTube, everybody that I saw do this, they somehow affix the feathers to the shaft almost whole. Basically, they cut the bottom of it, they put it on the shaft, and then they did it whole, right? And I didn't like that because I'm not a good eyeballer, so I couldn't get them uniform. So what I decided to do is do like you have them at the store. At the store, they're already cut. So I cut three of them to be the same shape, same pattern, and then and I also cut it to be have some quill here and have some quill here, and just basically gorilla taped the front and the back where it's not gonna move. They're not gonna move. There is a little airspace in between the shaft and the quill, and I'm not bothered by that because this is not gonna move. This is not gonna move, and I think that that's more important to me. If I really get persnickety about airflow, I'll just go ahead and I'll take some Gorilla Glue and I'll Gorilla Glue down this thing so that there is actually no airflow. Um, but and as a result, like I tried really hard to do a straight fletch, to like have it just straight like my crossbow arrows where it's like just three, but it ended up just by pulling the gorilla tape the way that I was pulling it, it just ended up doing this like little helical pattern here. And got a little bit of this feather stuck off the side of it. Got you. But that's basically it. You know, the first arrow I shot and had so much fun shooting it off camera that to I forgot to tape. And by the time I got to the point where I was ready to tape, I shot it about 4 or 5 times and it hit something and broke. So here goes the arrow. Um, the next step is to create a point, and I got about 3 spoons that I've hammered flat that I'm gonna make some spoon trade points out of. I don't know if they'll be for this arrow because I'm thinking I got some aluminum 2219s that are just sitting there, that have old inserts in them that work. So I might just take, I got a Zwicky Eskimo that I don't buy Zwicky Eskimos anymore because I've switched to a different head. So I might just take a little piece of 2219 and actually just shave this down to fit and do that. But again, it's not completely traditional, but I believe that this works. This will work well. I would not be afraid to shoot this arrow with practice out of my bow at anything moving that's edible. You know, I think this is beautiful. Um, I'm gonna figure out a way to, whether I go find me a earth tone little spray paint, one of those demo spray paints that they're throwing away or whatever, just to hit these little bright edges. I'm really not into having bright shiny stuff on the arrow. Might aid in finding them, but just for artistic purposes, um, I like it. Tell me what you guys think. God will do it. Talk to y'all later.